My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been working since 1973 out of college. I sat at my first IRS desk. I have worked about 10,000 cases since. I've been on Fox, ABC News, and I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. My YouTube channel sheds a lot of information from a former IRS agent perspective. There's a lot of hot air out there from different people who claim to be experts, and these are people who've not worked at IRS. And to be honest with you, when you work at IRS, you really have the insider information. You know the systems, you know what they do, you know the protocols, you know the methodology. You really know all that stuff. So what I do is I try to share that with you. So today I want to talk to you about IRS tax representation. A lot of people look up these Google words, and one of the keywords is IRS tax representation. Our firm is really one of the country's leading authority in IRS representation, only because we have an IRS team from everything: audit, appeals, collection, tax attorneys, everything that we do is that. But I want to tell you, in case you want to hire your own tax representation people or authority, local or someone, what you should look for so you don't get misled. There's a lot of garbage on the internet. When you're looking for IRS representation, whether it's local or national, be careful of big companies. You're much better off with a smaller company. Some of the things that you really need to look for is who's going to be working the case. People are going to tell you a lot of stuff and lie to you. We're the best company, we've settled this, we've settled that. There is so much lies out there. You can't even take it. I look at this stuff and I shake my head about the people who've ripped off. So if you in fact are looking for anyone specifically, these are the traits that you want to look for. Someone who's been in business over 10 years and have worked hundreds and hundreds of cases. You want to look for a person who works on IRS stuff almost on a daily basis. A lot of people have a regular practice and incorporate representation into their practice. That's not something you want to do. You want to hire people who just all they do: representation, tax returns, representation, tax returns, representation. And there's generally 3 or 4 classifications: tax attorneys, CPAs, enrolled agents, former IRS agents. Generally in those categories, only 10% of those categories just involve IRS tax representation alone. It only makes sense. The people who have the most representation, who do the most representation, have the most reps in dealing with IRS, and they're going to be up to the standards. So usually you want a person who has at least 10 years experience. You want to see on their website that they do this a lot, and then you want to talk to them and get a good gut. Anyone who does tax representation, when they hear your case, like for instance me, if I hear your case, I'll let you know within 95% accuracy how your case is going to settle. Hell, I've done this for like 10 years, so I better know how your case is going to settle. The only cases you can't predict that on, to be real honest with you, are audits, because you haven't looked at the books. So if you have an IRS debt, you want to use a former revenue officer, somebody who worked in the collection division. If you have an IRS audit, you want to get someone in IRS who used to work in the audit or the appeals function. So remember, it's your job to scout that person out, their experience, and you'll get a good gut. And more than anything, after you explain your case, that person should be able to tell you within 95% accuracy how your case is going to end. We do nothing but tax representation. You're welcome to call us for a free consultation. But like I said, if you want to do it local or you're looking for someone, check out the experience level and find out how many cases they work a year and the type of cases they work a year. There's a big difference between an IRS collection officer and an auditor. If you have an audit, you really want to stick to the auditor. If you're in collections, you really want to stick to someone who just does debt resolution. Thank you very much. If I've been helpful, leave me a comment or a like. More importantly, I need subscriptions. That's how YouTube thinks I'm good. So I've got about 1,100 now, so that's really important. It helped me at least go up in the rankings if you could do that. I'm welcome to emails and calls. Happy to do you a free consultation. Thank you.